To the nations of the world, greetings. The nation of Ireland, having proclaimed her national independence, calls for her elected representatives in Parliament, assembled in the Irish capital on January the 21st, 1919, upon every free nation to support the Irish Republic by recognising Ireland's national status and her right towards vindication at their peace conference. Nationally, the race, the language, the customs and traditions of Ireland are radically distinct from the English. Ireland is one of the most ancient nations in Europe, and she has preserved her national integrity, vigorous and intact, through 7 centuries of foreign domination. She has never relinquished her national rights, and throughout the long era of English occupation, she has, in every generation, defiantly proclaimed her inalienable right of nationhood, down to her last glorious resort to arms in 1916. Internationally, Ireland is the gateway of the Atlantic. Ireland is the last outpost of Europe towards the west. Ireland is the point upon which great trade routes between east and west converge. Her independence is demanded by the freedom of the seas. Her great harbours must be open to all nations, instead of being the monopoly of England. Today these harbours are empty and idle, solely because of English policy in determining to retain Ireland as a barren bulwark for English aggrandisement, and the unique geographical position of the island, far from being a benefit and safeguard to Europe and America, is subjected to the purposes of England's policy of world domination. Ireland today reasserts her historic nationhood the more confidently before the new world emerging from the war, because she believes in freedom and justice as the fundamental principles of international law, because she believes in a frank cooperation between the peoples for equal rights against the vested privileges of ancient tyrannies, because the permanent peace of Europe can never be assured by perpetuating military dominion for the profit of empire, but only by establishing the control of government in every land upon the basis of the free will of a free people. And the existing state of war between Ireland and England can never be ended until Ireland is definitely evacuated by the armed forces of England. For these, among other reasons, Ireland resolutely and irrevocably determined at the dawn of the promised era of self-determination and liberty that she will suffer foreign domination no longer, calls upon every free nation to uphold her national claim to complete independence as an Irish Republic against the arrogant pretensions of England, founded in fraud and sustained only by an overwhelming military occupation, and demands to be confronted publicly with England in the Congress of the Nations, in order that the civilized world, having judged between England's wrong and Ireland's right, may guarantee to Ireland its permanent support for the maintenance of her national independence.